Hey everybody, T-Man again, bringing you guys another video. This video is talking about here tonight on Monday Night Raw. They will announce the second induction. The next set that will be inducted into the WWE Class of 2016, and it is no other than the Godfather from the Attitude Era. And I think this is a great choice into the Hall of Fame, and that's what I want to talk about tonight. You know, as usual, the last year or so, whenever someone gets inducted, they just announce it all over the internet for all the different wrestling outlets and all that could report it before Raw. At Raw, they saying, "Oh, it's been rumored all day that so and so is going to the Hall of Fame, and we want to confirm it." You know, they like the media buzz around the Hall of Fame announcements, but I think this is a great guy. I mean, I forgot his name, something White, no, not Walter White, that's Breaking Bad, but I forgot the guy's name, but he has had so many gimmicks. He's been in the WWE for so long. He's been in good terms with the WWE, starting off as Papa Shango, the Voodoo Master, Kama, the Supreme Fighting Machine, you know, absolutely amazing. Then finally going into his Godfather gimmick that he is well known for and what he's being inducted as. You know, let's briefly go through each one of those gimmicks right now. I mean, he debuted in 1992, Papa Shango, the Voodoo Doctor, and you know what? That's when I was a kid, and I remember Papa Shango, man. And I actually really liked the character. A lot of people did not like that gimmick. I loved that gimmick. If you're a kid, I mean, maybe if you were an adult during that era, you might have thought it was cheesy, but that was the time of the cheesy gimmicks. And Papa Shango, he really invested it in that character. So the character came off good, you know, with the makeup and the top hat. It was just amazing. And obviously, I think the storyline everybody remembers most of Papa Shango was, of course, The Undertaker. Not The Undertaker, The Ultimate Warrior. You know, when he was throwing up and he has the black goo, the red blood, and all that, you know, dripping off of him. That's what people are most known for. And then, you know, they abandoned that gimmick, and he comes back in 1994, 95 with Ted DiBiase as a very boring, this is the only gimmick I really did not like of his, and that was Kama, the Supreme Fighting Machine, like this MMA badass. You know, he was supposed to be like, you know, then he had this weird tattoo shape thing, and you know, he was the fighter, the Supreme Fighter, and that one did not last too long. I mean, it was horrible. And then the next one, obviously, that everybody will remember is the Godfather, you know, coming out with the hose. But, you know, before he started the whole hose thing, you know, he slowed that character, the Godfather, evolved so much, you know, starting off first with the Nation of Domination, you know, Farouk's character, you know, Farouk's little group, which was amazing, and you can see that character slowly, you know, first, you know, he'll just come out, you know, with like the hat and the chains a little bit, then it evolved with the hat and the cigar, and then of course when he branched out on his own, he completely made that character his own by just becoming the pimp and coming out with the hose and all that. And you know, the funny thing about that is, you know, I remember he said, I heard in the Roddy Piper podcast that every time he would go on a hiatus from the WWE, the man actually owns his own nightclub, his own strip club in Las Vegas, Nevada. So it's really funny. I mean, he's a guy that never really needed the money with WWE. He does really well, and I find that funny. I mean, I remember a long time ago when he was on the Roddy Piper podcast, rest in peace, Roddy. But I remember when he was on that, he was saying if anybody wanted to meet him, talking about the Godfather, you know, could email him. And I remember he said the email on the podcast, and he would meet any fan and sign any autograph at his strip club. He would send a limo to pick him up take him to his strip club to meet him. I thought that was really, really funny. And he's also really good friends with a lot of people that know he's really good friends with The Undertaker. So I'm sure he would want Undertaker to induct him, but they never show The Undertaker at the Hall of Fame. The only time they really showed The Undertaker at the Hall of Fame was with the whole Paul Bearer thing, you know, when he saluted him. So very interesting, much deserving. I mean, he's a memorable gimmick, and he's a guy that's been in good standings with the WWE, done all different types of characters. Not everybody could be a top name in WWE. Not everyone could win the world title, but I believe the Hall of Fame should go to guys who stayed in the company a long time, contributed a lot to the company, and I believe the Godfather has. So far, the two official announcements for the Hall of Fame has been Sting and Godfather. So far, I heard also the Freebirds obviously supposed to go in, and a few others. So real exciting news. This is my sixth video I pumped out today, so take a look at some of my other videos I pumped. I did a Monday Night Raw preview. I've done, and also if you're watching this after this edition of Monday Night Raw past the 22nd, I will have my Raw review tomorrow. I've done Fastlane. I've done a Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar WrestleMania 32. I've done my fantasy booking and a lot of others. So please stay tuned, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Thumb up, subscribe. See you guys next time.